Hey guys, trying out a new camera today. Had a buddy at work that his wife reposts cars, and he found this camera in one of the cars, and they have like a certain amount of time to about come and get the stuff, and they never came and got it. And first time I gave this camera a try, one feature I see on it so far, I can like pause the recording. Kind of got to get an idea of how exactly everything works on it, but it seems to be a cheaper camera, but at the same time not. Like, here's my old camera, and it has a lot better screen on it, viewing screen, but it's pretty analog. Like, all the options on it is kind of just a knob. I kind of like the simplicity of it, but it doesn't have a pause feature for the recording. Things I've been doing today: went on and got that other intake manifold, and this engine's kind of laying over some, maybe quite a bit, I don't know. It could also be that the front end of the bike's not up as high as what it would normally be, but I really don't like how this intake manifold's sitting. You know, carburetor's got a lot of lean to it. Thinking maybe I might get online and look at pictures of these bikes and kind of get an idea of like how much the frame, you know, sits, you know, far away from the ground, if it sits kind of straight or higher in the front or lower in the front. Right now it's sitting maybe on a 2-inch slant. It's kind of hard to tell with this camera and the limited room I have in this shed. But it's looking more like I'm going to have to make some kind of intake manifold. Here, I'll take this one off real quick and I'll show you what that long one looks like on there. Kind of one-handed here. Alright. And I put the long one on. That's kind of sort of where it goes. And you see there's not even enough room to get a carburetor on it. Maybe if I could find somebody that can weld aluminum / pot metal, I might be able to take a section out of this and then weld it back together. But I don't know how to weld with aluminum, never even tried it. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. I'll probably just be easier just to make one out of metal. Just make one homemade and I can get it to go wherever I want it to go. Ideally, I kind of like the carburetor to be in the center, but yet low enough that everything misses at the top. I guess it could be off to the side here a little bit. And I need to have room to get the carburetor in there and get a filter on it and have it level, or somewhat level. They can be off a little bit, but you know, if they're already kind of leaning, then when you go down a hill, you end up with gas spilling out of the bowl. Put this seat cover on today. It's a little lumpy. I don't know if you can see it in this, but somebody had already replaced this cover once, and when they did, they had like layers and layers and layers of duct tape in the middle of it. And then right here there was a big gouge. You could see it in the seat before I took it, the cover before I took it off. They had like packed with duct tape, like rolled up and packed in there. This whole corner was missing. Now how I kind of straightened this seat out is dryer lint. I've used it many times before. You can kind of like pack it in, and my dryer lint thing is kind of like a big sheet, so it makes stuff in the sheets. So it made it so I was able to, like, areas where it was just kind of ate away, I was able to put layers of that in there and kind of even it out. And then I use duct tape to just put one layer of duct tape over all the lint, kind of hold it in place while I'm putting the cover on. Well, I don't think it looks too bad, being that 1/3 of this seat's probably dryer lint, so it'll work just fine. The back end of it's not exactly shaped the way it's supposed to, but it'll work. And we got some more snow, only about 2 inches. We was kind of lucky enough here that most of our old snow melted away. There was only like piles where it was plowed up. And then tonight we could get an inch or two more. They're calling for like 70% for like 8 hours. So it may or may not. We only got probably a third of what they said we would probably get, so that'll be kind of nice if it don't snow anymore at all. But yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do about this intake manifold situation other than just make one. Well, hopefully this video turned out, you know, at least the quality that I had with the other camera. I'll probably still keep using the other camera until it completely dies, but I've just been having trouble with it stopping in the middle of videos even when the batteries say they're good, and when you push to take a video it'll take a picture instead. So we'll have to see how this one goes. Alright, well, thanks for watching.